In this video, I am sharing with you questions that you can ask yourself to get everything that you want. Before I get into that, I'm reminding you and letting you know that you can grab your space in Vegan Goddess Power right now. That's the one-on-one 3-month experience designed to help you get where you are currently to where you desire to be in your life. If you struggle, if you have frustrations, if you have troubles, doubts, concerns with your vegan eating, with your vegan lifestyle, and your self-care or your mindset as a woman, this is for you. I've been vegan for 15 years, so I know that I can help you on this path. You can get my support, my guidance, and my help with your vegan lifestyle, your vegan eating, your self-care, and or your mindset through Vegan Goddess Power. That's 7 calls. 1 is an intro call. It's every 2 weeks for 3 months with unlimited Voxer support in between, along with a plan and a guide designed to help you with whatever it is that you want to change for yourself and for your life. Because this is all about living a healthy vegan lifestyle your way that you love. And if you're called to this, it's meant for you, and I will see you in there. The link with the details and to get in is in the description. And if you have any questions, you can email me, jessica@veganbeautypower.com. So get in there if you are ready for this, and that is in the description. Okay, so I'm talking about these questions because something that has helped me so much in my life is asking myself questions. Now, everything that I share with you here in all of these videos through Vegan Beauty Power is different. It's all different because it's things that I've been through in my life. So I can't tell you what to do, okay? I'm not telling you what to do. I am not a personal trainer. I am not a nutritionist. I am not a counselor, therapist, doctor, any of those. I just come from experience. So anything that's helped me, anything that's worked for me, things that haven't worked for me, things that I'm currently doing now, things that I am going to do, I will share because maybe you could get something out of it. And if you can't, that's okay too. Still, thanks for being here. So when I ask myself questions, it helps me so much because when you ask yourself questions, your brain will get to work to give you those answers. The key is to make sure that the questions are productive and helpful to you, not negative questions that start to get you thinking about what you don't want. After you know you don't want, it's very important to only focus on what you do want because that's what you're going to get. The universe is going to bring you what you focus on. So focus on what you want and stay there. So when you ask yourself questions, you get clarity, and clarity is definitely needed to keep gaining momentum and to keep taking actions and to know exactly which actions to take. So to ask yourself questions that will give you clarity on what actions to take, because it's not just sitting there saying, I want this, universe, bring me this, manifesting, saying all these affirmations and visualizing and talking to yourself, and journaling and scripting and doing, nervous system regulation like breath work and EFT tapping. Those are all important. Those are all needed, but you're going to have to take action as well, obviously. You don't just sit there, right? Now, maybe for some things that can happen, I don't know. But what I'm saying is most of the time, things that you're after, whatever goals you have, whatever desires you have, things that you actually want to experience and have in your life, you need to take some action. So we talk about that's the practical side of it, right? And more of it is mind than anything else, right? Is the mind. More of it is that than the actual practical physical action that you take. But we can't neglect the physical action. So you can ask yourself questions to help you get really clear and to know what it is that you need to do to get exactly what you want. So you need to be very clear with what it is that you desire and be specific about it. Don't just say, hey, I want more money. Don't just say I want a loving relationship, right? Don't just say I want a family. Don't just say, I want to live where I want to live. No, why? Like, what's the reason? What makes you want to live there? Why do you have those desires? How will that make you feel? You need to know exactly what it is that you want and why. So once you know exactly what it is that you want and you're specific about it and you can actually picture it and visualize it or write it out and make it come to life, like see it happening, then you can start to ask yourself questions. So you, by this point, already know exactly what you want and you know why you want that. Now you're going to ask yourself questions to help you, okay? To help you. So keep that in mind too. Are these questions going to help you? That's the questions you need to ask. So you can start off. Now these can be pretty vast. These questions can be used for anyone, so I'm not going to get into specifics with them, but you definitely can narrow them down more and make them more specific. And that's probably what you will want to do. It's good to have a mix, right? That will serve you well. It's good to have a mix of general questions that cover everything. And it's also helpful and important to have very specific, detailed questions as well. So I'm not getting into the detailed specific ones because I don't know what it is that you desire. And I could use myself as an example, but that's not going to help you, right? Because that's totally irrelevant to you. What I desire, where I'm at in my life, all of these different things is not going to help you. It's not relevant to you. So I'm saying all of the general umbrella questions, right? That can cover a lot of things. So you can start by asking yourself, how do I want to show up? How do I want to show up? Okay. Who do I want to show up as? When you ask these two questions, that's going to get you into the mindset and that's going to get you into the state and the headspace to start identity shifting and to start becoming that person who has the things, who has the experiences, who has the life that you desire and that you're after, because you know that version of you already exists. So asking yourself those questions gets you into the mental state and gets you to that place of really getting there. And then you start to be like, well, how does that person show up, right? Who is that person? And then you figure out what they do every day, and then that's how you know what to do. And you go on with those steps every day because it's really about the steps that you take every day. Everything adds up. It really comes down to the decisions that you make every day, the choices that you make, like the actions that you take, because it's little things that add up. Really it is. So that can help you get to that. And then literally there's just a few more that could really give you a good start. Okay. So these are just very general, and you can definitely expand more on these. These are, like I said, just a good starter, right? Just a good start for you. And ask yourself, how does she feel having those things, having those experiences, being around those people, doing these different things, being in those different places? So when you ask yourself, how does she, I say she because I usually talk about women, but it could be they, it could be him, whatever the fuck, right? Because Vegan Beauty Power is a brand for women, but whatever. How does she feel? How does she feel, right? So you are, again, getting into that place, getting into that state of what it would feel like to experience and to have those things that you desire. Because what you're after is a feeling of what you think you will feel like when you receive your desires. So ask yourself how that person feels who already has what it is that you're after. And then ask yourself how you want to feel, because nobody ever fucking asks themselves this shit. They always ask themselves, what do I want? This is what I want. This is what I desire. What do I desire? But what they really need to ask themselves even more is how do they want to feel, right? How do they desire to feel? Because it's really about the feeling, like I said, and you can get into that feeling without you even experiencing it in your reality from what you see yet. you could still get into that feeling and it becomes more real to you. It feels more real to you until it has no choice but to become actually real for you. So you get into that space, you get into that place by asking yourself these questions. And so when you ask yourself, how do I desire to feel? Then you start to ask more questions. You start to take more actions and do more steps that support how you want to feel, right? Whether it's eating something different, whether it's moving your body more, whether it's making a phone call, sending an email, reaching out to someone, like moving, whatever the fuck it is. When you ask yourself how you want to feel, you will start to reject and you will start to say no to the things that don't align with how you want to feel, because you know that doing something that doesn't align with what you believe, doesn't align with how you want to feel, you're not going to be doing that, because that's not going to get you to where you want to be. So when you ask yourself how you want to feel, it really puts into perspective what you're going after, and it will get your brain to see, this is what we need to be doing, this is it right here. So when you ask yourself these questions, it will get you closer into the space, into the person, and you'll get your mind into that space and that place that really starts to get clear of, okay, this is where we need to go, this is what we need to do, and it puts that focus on that, because your older self is going to start to like freak out and try to hold you back. And that's when you know that you're making progress and momentum and moving forward, because you have to let yourself know, hey, it's okay, I love you, I appreciate you, but we are not that person anymore. We are doing this now, we are different now, we are changing now, and we're safe and we are okay. It's very important to be grateful for all the things you have, because you made that happen in your life. If it's certain things, right? Some stuff is out of our circumstances, but I'm talking about the things that you can control. So everything that you've brought into your life that you can control, be grateful for that, because you probably wished for what you have right now 5 years ago. Just think about that. Everything that you have right now, if it is something that you're grateful for, if it is something that you are glad that you have and have wanted, think about yourself 5 years ago. Is what you wanted 5 years ago what you have now? Most likely some of it is, if not all of it. So you always have to have gratitude in your mind as well, because how is the universe going to know, or any divine power that you believe in, how is anyone, all of it, going to know what to bring you if you're not already grateful for what you already have and like? So that is always important, to ground yourself in and to stay in the present moment, and not to stress about the future or be guilty and ashamed and regret the past, because that's it, it's done. So it's just now, we're in the now, we're in the present. And so you have to ground yourself, and you also have to be open to receiving. So let the universe know, okay, I'm ready, I'm serious, this is what I'm open to. I'm open to receiving. Show me how good it can get. Show me how wonderful it can be. Show me how amazing my life can be. Wouldn't it be cool if, wouldn't it be fun if, wouldn't it be amazing if this happened? Wouldn't it be amazing if I did this? Wouldn't it be amazing if I made this happen and I aligned with this, right? So be in that state, right? Put yourself there. Put yourself there. And the bad thoughts are going to come up. The negativity is going to come through. It's okay. That's normal. It's okay. Still focus on what it is that you're after. Still focus on how you want to feel. Still focus on your desires, okay? And that's what can help you move forward to where you know you're meant to be and to where you desire. So those few little questions right there can help you. Try them out. Let me know in the comments how that is for you. And I will probably expand on that a little bit more with more questions. But I just want to give you a very basic start point, because it really is about how you desire to feel. So you can get the Vegan Goddess Meal Planner and Tracker. That's a cute little fun organized tool that can help you improve your vegan eating, put better meals together for yourself, feel better about your vegan eating, and organize your vegan eating. That saves you time. You can get that as an instant downloadable PDF that you can print out or type it in yourself and use it however often, whenever you want. You can get that through the link in the description. And you can also get into Vegan Goddess Power. That's one-on-one. Extra support and guidance and mentorship from me